This week's question is, how many meals per day should I be eating? Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Q&A with Coach AK, brought to you by Transformed Health Initiative. So every Friday I post a new question and answer video to help provide guidance and sound advice to those pursuing a healthy lifestyle or those just wanting to improve their current strategies. So if you like this type of content and you want to hear more, then please hit the like button below, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. Now, without further ado, let's get into the question. So this week's question is, how many meals per day should I be eating? Great question. Now, let's cover a few things before we get into my actual recommendations on how many meals a day you should be trying to plan to eat and how to figure that out. So, daily meal totals really depend more on the individual than any certain data point or anything like that. So some people feel more content with eating fewer meals but that are larger in size, and some people feel better eating smaller meals and more frequently throughout the day. So it's always based on the individual first, not based on some type of numbers or formula that we figure up for how many times you should be eating a day. So daily calories need to play into how many meals that someone needs per day, okay? So in a massing or surplus phase, you may need to add more meals to prevent eating too much at once and getting too full, because we all know that if you're trying to eat more and you get too full within one sitting, the chances of you being able to eat what you need to eat at the next meal and the meal after that goes down quite a bit. So that's not really congruent to massing and being able to grow more muscle tissue. And if you're in a diet or a deficit phase, then small meals may not be satiating enough to will lead you to unplanned snacking. So we don't want our meals to be so small, spread out, that we're just starving every time that we eat as soon as we get done. And now we are just reaching into the pantry to grab something we don't need, or hitting that vending machine at work because we're too hungry. So we want to avoid those situations. So now, my tips for how many times per day anybody should be eating in general. Number one, aim for anywhere between 3 to 6 meals per day is sufficient in most cases, okay? I said most cases. There's always caveats, there's always outliers, but for most people, 3 to 6 meals per day is plenty. So eating at regular meal times each day can help regulate hunger and satiety levels. So, eating at the same times, it can be easy to just get caught up in the hustle and bustle and not really focus on when we should be eating. So now we're super hungry, then we have to eat a meal, and then we have a meal an hour later because our whole schedule's thrown off, and that usually ends up not helping our diet plan at all. So trying to eat regular meals at the same times. Try not to go too long between meals. So again, same thing, you skipped a meal because work got busy, and now all of a sudden you're so hungry that you can't even wait to go heat up your food or go buy what you need. You just go for the quickest thing to you so you feel better. Definitely can be a problem. And then eating before bed is perfectly fine when it comes to spacing out these meals per day. So the whole idea that if you eat after 7, it's going to turn into this is complete hogwash, okay? That does not happen. You can eat right before bed. You can eat in the middle of the night. As long as your calories per day are equated to your goal, then it doesn't matter what time of the day you eat. Like I said, it's all about spacing it out so you don't end up eating things that you shouldn't because you're too hungry. So number 2, focus on spacing protein out throughout the day. So this is getting a little bit more specific. So the goal, what we would like to see is eating a protein serving about every 3 to 4 hours. This may need to be done more often depending on your daily protein needs. So maybe, if you're on the heavier side, or, you're a bodybuilder, maybe you need, 250, 300 grams of protein, let's just say. So that may be hard to try to break that up into 3 servings, because it'd be so much protein at once that you're going to be super full. So maybe you need to break up the protein servings, to every 2 hours to make sure you get it all in. Whatever you got to do, that's what you should do. So supplementing protein, if eating protein regularly becomes too challenging, is also a good idea. So protein shakes, protein bars, those type of things, just making sure that you're spacing your protein out throughout the day and you're getting it all in however you need to is going to help all of your results, rather if it's fat loss, muscle gain, whatever it may be. Okay, number 3 tip, last tip, is to try to stick to whole meals and limit snacking. What? Limit snacking? I know, sounds boring, sounds terrible, but let me explain a little bit, okay? So if our meals are not filling enough, the likelihood of over snacking increases. So if you eat your lunch and you're still super hungry 30 minutes later and you say, hey, I'm just gonna have a little tiny handful of nuts just to hold me over, the chances of you not eating that whole jar, it's not good, guys, not good. So make sure that you have enough food in your meals. If you're dieting, make sure you're picking foods that are higher in volume so it's keeping you full longer. It's filling up your stomach more. Higher fiber foods such as, vegetables, salads, those type of things are going to help you a lot with feeling full from your meals so you can limit the amount of snacking that you do. So eat plenty of fruits and vegetables to make sure that, again, you're feeling fuller for longer in between meals. So like I said in the first part of this, you want to make sure that you're not super hungry after you eat or the hours after you've ate before your next meal comes, okay? So if late night snacking is an issue for you, and we all know for so many of us this is a problem, if it's an issue for you, then what I suggest is setting aside some protein and healthier snack options to eat before bed to prevent going to those high calorie, less healthy snacks that everybody is drawn to in the pantry. As soon as the sun goes down, we're all like gremlins, like, where's the junk food? Where's the junk food? So we don't want to do that. If you have some protein set aside, a healthier snack, maybe a protein shake and a little bit of popcorn. That popcorn can last you eating one piece at a time. That protein shake will help you feel full, plus it tastes good. So you're getting your sweet, you're getting your protein, and you're getting your snack food without overdoing calories. Very easy to program into your macros for the day. So those are my tips as far as how many times per day you should be eating. Got it? Got it. All right, so I hope this information benefits you in your health and fitness journey. If you have any questions that you would like answered, or you may want featured on a future Q&A video, then either comment below or email me at adam@transformedhealthcoach.com. Sorry, adam@transformedhealthcoach.com. All right, if you're interested in working with a coach who has over a decade of experience helping people change their health and their life, and can show you exactly what you need to do to reach your goals and to keep your results for life, ding, 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 then all you got to do is visit www.transformedhealth.com and sign up for a free 20-minute consultation, virtual call to see if the Transformed Health Initiative team is a good fit for you. All right, guys, we will see you next time for another Q&A with Coach AK.